Today on Let's Fish TV, guys, we have a very special episode for you. We're on El Cuchilla for the Pan Am. We're fishing with Matt Pangrac. This is day 2 action. All right, day 2 was maybe one of the most memorable days of bass fishing my entire life, and I can't wait for y'all to join in for the journey of this week's show. Let's Fish TV is on the air right now. Got him!
Look at that big fella right there.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! Look at that slab of rooski.
There we go. There's one. Oh, that's a good one there. All right, guys, day number 2 is getting ready to kick off here at the Pan Am at Lake Cuchilla.
El Cuchilla.
El Cuchilla, okay. We are sitting in 4th place overall. We had just under 31 pounds. Like when I say under, like 0.003.
So 14 kilograms.
14.04 kilograms. You can do the math if you'd like to, but fantastic day. We caught a bunch of bass, and hopefully today we can bring home the gold. You know, fishing was stressful yesterday, but today we're fishing a little bit clearer, so I really do believe that we're gonna be able to catch them better today. I think the fish are gonna bite better, and
we're in really good shape as a team too. All 5 of our teams had right around that 25-pound mark or above, and the goal coming down here was to get that gold medal for Team USA. So go out, handle business, put a couple big ones in the boat, and come back and get that gold medal.
We're gonna try to catch a bunch of big bass, and hopefully you'll get to see those. We'll also have this week's fishing report from your local region from our insider reporters. But guys, it's go time. We're about to get our number called, and we'll see y'all here in just a minute. I don't rig nothing before the end of it. Ayúdale para que meta la lancha rápido porque la lancha a mí. I got you. Spot walking. Look at this. I think it's only like a 6. When they all mush together like that, it's game over. Yeah. Take your time.
That's more than a 6.
Yeah, that's more than a 6. It'll kill out. There you go. You got him? Oh, I think I already started the live well. Sorry about that. Or not sorry.
It's a good start.
All right, guys, that was the start we were looking for. Matt just caught a big one. It's probably a heavy 6, maybe a 7. Team USA, guys, we're representing here. Let's Fish TV has never had an episode where we've been part of Team USA. Guys, this is spectacular fishing, and we are only getting started on day 2 of the Pan Am Challenge here in Mexico. So I'm gonna get back to it. Hopefully we'll catch another one. Good job, Matt. There we go, start we need it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my favorite part of the show, the Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia Coastal Fishing Report. This segment is brought to you by me, Captain Patrick Robinson with Ugly Fishing. You You can check out my website at uglyfishing.com. You can book online as well as some money-saving opportunities with saltskull.lurenet.com if you're flats fishing, creator of the slick lure. Hey, all on the Alabama Gulf Coast, we've got a lot going on. Speckled trout bite continues to lead the charge as far as inshore fishing. You can target them just about however you want to fish. Throw a topwater lure, soft plastics, hard baits, live shrimp under a popping cork, live shrimp under a slip cork, free line live shrimp, free line croaker, free line any type of bait fish. There's speckled trout to be had just about throughout the entire lower 1/3 of Mobile Bay, the entire Mississippi Sound, and along the Gulf beaches along Alabama, as well as Mississippi. The guys along the Mississippi Gulf Coast are saying that their primary target is going to be speckled trout on their charters. The barrier islands, when you can get out there, is working really well. The barrier islands are providing a lot of action on speckled trout with some mixed in redfish. Live croakers is key around those grass beds and sandy points. Along the Georgia coast, those guys are doing really well on the inshore stuff. Speckled trout, redfish, flounder, kind of take your pick there. But if you really want to have some drag pulling action, those sharks are plentiful around the shrimp boats. So y'all go out there, tighten your line on a big shark if you want to have something to really show your friends. All right, y'all, thanks for checking out this week's report. Y'all remember to only keep what you need, leave the rest, and God bless.
Big?
He might help. He might help, I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Oh, look at it. Look how I had him. Look at that. That's literally how I had him. Yeah, he might. I mean, he's that one. I don't think he's beating that one. Big one? Yeah. I was trying to get my line out of your way. Good. Looks like more. Can you net or can you net it?
Yeah, go ahead and net it. I got it. Got it? Oh, no, that's a big one.
All right. I got it. Yeah, he's probably almost 5, let's say.
Yeah. Definitely a boxer.
Yeah, let me see. 4 for sure. You know, when Matt and I got there, we really broke it down quite differently. You know, we went offshore, we went and did our thing out there and fished isolated rock piles. We spent a lot of time using our Lowrance HCS 12s. You know, let me tell you guys, whenever you're out there scanning, one of the most important features is paying attention to your side scan. You know, we're setting our side scan out to about 100 feet and really looking for isolated rock and not looking for a fish. You know, anytime we saw fish, obviously we'd stop, but most of the time, if we saw them, they were not the right size. So we were looking for very isolated spots. And honestly, we didn't make a lot of cast in practice. And I think that's maybe one of the most important aspects of what we did to break it down. But the weather there is hot, 103, 104 degrees. Tournament cooled off just a little bit when I say that, still in the high 90s. But unbelievable place. But you know, the cool thing about that particular body of water is it had just risen over the last year to 2 years. And it came up like 20 feet. And I really think that big draw up is what really triggered the bites for us, because we're able to find stuff using Google Earth, using, you know, maps of later dates and actually doing our research on that.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Lose, Feel the Difference, Strike King, Taiwan On, Glacier Outdoors since 1982, Deep Dive, Decode Your Lake.
Upshaw just caught this 8-pounder, throwing a big minnow on isolated rock piles. Dude, that's like doubly good feeling for us. big.
Yeah, I got you. Remember my line's up there, straight out in front of me. Dude, those came out to Chad. That was amazing. Is that we're calling?
Big. That's only a 3-pounder.
Is that we're calling? Yeah, I got him.
You got him. That's a 9.
Yeah.
You got him, Andrew.
Here he comes. Oh, please stop doing that. Yes. Finally contributed. Yes. That's a big one.
Hey, tell them what we're doing here, man. We're out here on El Cuchillo fishing the Pan Am Games for Team USA. We're leading after day 1, but we all needed to contribute on day 2. Upshaw just caught this 8-pounder, throwing a big minnow on isolated rock piles. Dude, that's like doubly good feeling for us and for USA, baby.
Hey guys, Casey O'Donnell coming to you from Lake Guntersville with your Southeast Fishing Report. So as the bass push off the ledges because of fishing pressure, they're gonna disperse and get back in the grass. But since the grass isn't topped out yet, you wanna fish deeper grass, and the best way to do that is with a Series 5. So last week I talked about fishing a 5XD, which is great when you're grinding that bait into hard structure. But I don't want that bait to do that anymore. I want it to be up off the bottom a little bit so I can fish it through the tops of the grass. My favorite places to fish are humps, and look for them out in that 10 to 14 foot. If you want to learn more about how I make this Series 5 technique work around deeper grass before it becomes a hard line, go to Casey O'Donnell on YouTube. I'm doing videos all month.
Got him? Big one? He's acting like a big one.
Yeah.
Big one?
Yeah, he'll help.
All right.
Yeah.
Like that deep in that job.
Do you think he'll help?
Yeah, I think he'll pull that 3.5. That's your new one on this side?
Yeah. This side.
That side?
Yeah. That's a big
Yeah,
call.
yeah. You're good. All right. That's probably a 4 then that you got. Gotcha. Good spot. That's a really big one. It looked like a really big
Here it
one.
comes. You're going to get a shot.
Alright.
Here it comes.
I'm ready. There's a leader. I need to see him. I don't see him. Oh, sorry. That calls one.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we got to, the cool thing about the Pan Am is you get to weigh in early for big ones just to take care of them. We already weighed in our 2 biggest. We're around 13.5 pounds. We have 3 fish now. We're gonna have to make a cull. Midday, 12 o'clock. We still got a couple hours left to go. Who knows what's gonna happen? Matt just caught another giant. I don't know, we might need to weigh them. Here, why don't you just put them in there and I'll get them. Guys, it's been a great day.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there. Power Pole, total boat control. Balls Out, made in the USA, heavy-duty mounts for your fish finders. Rely on what powers you.
I got it. Place it just now. There's a tree. It's over here, out here. You're fine. Good? Yeah, you're good right now. Keep that, keep that. Alright. Heart still racing a million miles? A billion miles. You're fine. Take your time. That calls a 4-pounder, baby!
Yeah! Look at that! Damn it! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Get it down the bottom. You got it? 10-02, baby!
Yeah! 10-pounder!
Oh my god. You're kidding me. Oh my god. No, that's bigger than 6, buddy.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a 7 or an 8. That's an 8-pounder.
That's an 8-pounder. Go weigh it real quick. Well, guys, I'm not going to say that's probably the last bass we're going to catch today, but it's probably going to be the last bass we're going to catch today. We might try to call out a 6-pounder. But here we are. Great day. Can't complain one bit. Both of us saw that fish lift out, and we knew it was game over at that point.
7.5.
Wow.
Wild 45 minutes. I had one that was the biggest one of the day, and it followed my stuff, didn't bite it, and then I spun it around, and I told Andrew, I said, there it is, and it just opened its mouth, and it was a friggin' 10-4. And then we were like, dude, we need one more, and I cast up next to a rock, 7.5, ate it. We got another 7. We already weighed in a 7 and a 6.5. Wild day.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Lowrance, the ultimate fishing system. Alabama beaches. You'll get it when you get here. Fish tips. Connect with the experts to find fish fast. Here's today's Right Stuff, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
This week on El Cuchilla, we used a couple different baits to catch our fish. You know, one of the most important search baits and the baits that really help find those fish was that 3/4 ounce Strike King structure jig. You can tell how beat up that structure jig was. Green pumpkin crawl was the color with a green pumpkin menace. You know, we were stroking that jig up off the bottom and it really triggered a lot of bites, but you guys know it. There was a bait, brand new bait from Strike King. I only had a couple of them, and it ended up being the #1 bait for us this week, and that is the new 7-inch. And I actually had to get permission from Strike King to talk about this, but this is the new 7-inch Z2. You know, when it comes to catching big bass, I've always been the big proponent of you throw big baits to try to catch big fish. Whether it be a big worm, big jig, big crankbait, you kind of get the point. But that big minnow really played a key role for us. You know, color really didn't seem to matter. I only had a couple of them, and the thing is it was so important to fish it on the right gear. I was actually throwing it on a 7.4. This is the Signature Series. There's a Mark Zoner rod. It's a medium. I really like that little bit bigger rod for that larger size soft plastic jerkbait because it really seems to hook up on them better, and I can move the bait more, because the larger the bait you have, the harder it is to move through the water column when you go to set the hook or even making casts and things like that. 10-pound, this is P-line braid to a 12-pound P-line tactical fluorocarbon leader. Guys, overall, what an unbelievable experience on El Cuchilla, fishing the Pan Am, winning a gold medal. I can't even begin to tell you how excited both Matt and I were to win the gold. I mean, there was no money involved, but I'm gonna tell you one thing, guys. When we stood up on that podium and took our gold medals, we got one for the nation and one for individual performance and getting that trophy. Man, nothing beats it. And to cap it off, like the true icing on the cake, was watching Matt catch that 10-pounder. I mean, that is a catch that will be ingrained in my brain for the rest of my life, and it couldn't happen to a better guy and a better friend. So guys, I hope you learned how to find and catch them on El Cuchilla. Maybe you get a chance to go down there and fish, and hopefully I'll get a chance to. But until next time, I'll see you on the water.